Hello everybody, it is me, Nether! Welcome to my channel and I'm so glad that you're all here. Congratulations Red Ghost on being first. Congratulations Wolves, congratulations on being second, and thank you so much for your headbats. Eastreth, thank you so much and well done on you getting third. Welcome in everyone. I hope you're all doing very well today. It is time for Scion again. It has been a little while, but I'm very glad that we can get back into it. I hope that you all have a lovely time, and I think it is time to introduce everyone here who is already here. So without further ado, let's jump back in.
Just offended she backed me.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
How is everyone?
Alright.
I'm good. I have cookies.
You have cookies.
They're
Currently
cold.
trying to perform mitosis.
Oh, why?
What?
Listen, I'd get a lot more done if there were two of me.
Yeah, but then you'd have to feed two of you.
I'll
Yeah.
just eat one and then split again.
No.
And you're in an infinite loop.
Yeah.
You're an Ouroboros.
I'm not a snake.
That's
Ah,
what
you're
you
a
think.
crocodile.
No, but you are a worm. Like
No, we're not even at a worm yet. You don't get a
WYRM.
Yeah, you don't get
Would you still love me if I was a worm?
Thank you. Alright, let me pause my own music.
Oh,
Oh.
I hear that.
I love
hear
that it triggers the thing too.
Yeah.
Are you? Does that please you? I hear those giggles.
Absolutely.
He's those please Alvarin's giggles.
Yay. That was a loud kitty.
He is a loud kitty.
Yay!
No going.
Baby.
He really wants attention. Are you sad because all the doors are closed?
Yes.
Okay.
Speaking on behalf of the fat cat, yes.
I need to get an emote of him with a Popat so that way I can finally start making my channel themed.
Hope cat.
Yeah.
He's a religion.
Ah.
I did not start.
I mean,
No.
I would not necessarily genuinely ask the question, do you really want to associate yourself with Roman Catholic symbology?
Oh.
Or symbolism, sorry.
Well, the thing is I have a friend that I met in Final Fantasy XIV,
Mhm.
and she absolutely loves Baloo, and she started a religion called Balooism. She even made religious propaganda poster of him,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a whole thing, and so that's why
And
we've made the joke of like putting a Pope hat on him and stuff, because he is a religious
it
symbol.
has... And while I'm open to symbology, I just like the fact that the Catholic religion's hierarchy is determined by the size of your hat.
This is true.
That is not true
Holy shit.
at all, and I recognize that.
Okay.
But the Pope has the biggest hat.
Man, yeah,
Mhm.
I was definitely gonna be that idiot that was just gonna take what you said at face value because I was not doing my own research.
I
mean,
want to believe it's true.
I'm willing to spread that lie.
Me too.
You mean that fact?
Yes, definitely.
Facts.
But no, I just like... I also just like big hats.
Hmm.
Be a 10-gallon hat for all I care, but...
That's fair.
Like
Exorcist.
Dimmadome?
You could,
Yeah.
you could like base the hat's design on a Pope hat, but not make it exactly the same.
That's
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
Absolutely.
And he went right back
Also-
to the door. Okay, I'm done.
I will say, like, I'm not opposed to the idea of it. I'm just I just asked to make sure that you were okay with the idea.
Yeah, I understand that there's a lot of Tradcat stuff out there that's very yikes to put a word to it. But yeah, no, it's purely because of the association with Big Hat.
Big hat or cat.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
have to edit my sheet because I can now hold my breath. You can all hear me breathe now.
Oh.
So you're transforming that one?
Can I not transform them both?
You don't have enough experience. You have to buy them for 10 experience and then transform them for an additional 5.
Oh.
Oh,
So soon we will be able to.
Soon you'll be able to, because you have 28
Yeah.
experience.
well, it actually depends. Would you guys prefer that I turn into a living like RED or what do they call those color changing things?
LED?
Yeah, thank you. I turn into a living LED, or that you can hear me breathe.
I would have to see both, see
Oh
how I
god,
would
we
run
can
them.
hear you fat man breathe all the time.
That's rude.
It wasn't my
No.
intent, but yeah, no. Transformation. The sound of your breathing carries a strange echo and reverberation, notable even when you are at rest. I cannot stop
It's
you from hearing me breathe.
It's less the aspect of like Fat Man breathing or anything like that, as it was so colloquially put, and more that idea of you're in a cave and you hear something quite large breathing.
Fair.
That
Scary- it's
unsettling.
scary.
It is in a
breathing,
state of
not-
rest, but it is loud and it is present.
Mhm.
I got a new epicenter.
Oh,
Yeah, for my darkness purview,
oh,
and it'll help us for being sneaky. Cardin.
excellent.
Since we're talking about
I'm just
things
gonna
that we
make him a
bought,
DPS.
Sure, go for it. But since
I just-
we've go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say I literally turned my head in the direction of physically where Cardin is sitting when I said Cardin.
Yeah, I know. I suck at the one thing I built my character for.
It's
The
not that
sneaky
you suck.
It's just you had bad luck
For the
rolls.
umpteenth time. The dice. Oh, yeah, you might have missed it, but I said the dichotomy of the dice pools: 4 dice or 10 dice, and you only get 1 success,
Or 14 dice.
or 14 dice.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I got 14 dice and no success.
Yeah.
But anywho, what the heck is this card? Oh, now I'm sad. Anywho, since we're talking about Scion stuff, I know some things that happened last time. Unfortunately, the last time that we would have played, I was a little sick.
Mhm.
So some of the things that happened last time were, I know Hestia stopped by.
Yeah.
There was a conversation about fantasy racism, if I recall correctly.
We determined that we need to come up with a new name for the type of prejudice that this is.
Mhm. There
what?
was the type of prejudice because
Oh,
of
yes.
there was people talking about meeting Heracles, and unfortunately the flex off was not enough to summon the god of strength.
We do not have that knack.
No, that's Lufferneck, if I recall correctly.
You mentioned that, yes.
It is.
Um,
I believe Jody is planning on getting an artifact for their own.
yeah, Troy
So-
did
something that will hopefully be useful to have around if things with Heracles go badly.
Excellent.
You did
Why would they
a.
ever go badly?
It's a just in case.
Look, for the purposes of figuring this out, would my star power, as in literal star power, help with overcoming Hydra's regenerative capabilities? I know this is in D&D, but I am basing it off of D&D.
I'd actually have to read the regeneration flare to give you an answer on that one because it's not one
Okay.
I've memorized.
That's fair.
But that is an ability some antagonists can have. But yeah, I think that was just about everything. It was a lot of role play and talking last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this time we'll go ahead and start with Jody, who I believe took a little bit of a departure after Hestia kind of explained some things. Okay.
But I need to go sort some things out before we go see Heracles. I'll be right back. And then I went to be right back.
Yeah. Okay. So again, just as a brief reminder for some of the people, it was a place with a small drive, couple of stories, very nice looking. About what time would you like to get over there?
What time would I arrive if I just went straight there?
Probably early evening.
Okay. Is the guy outside again?
No, he seems to be inside.
I'm gonna wait for a bit, see if he comes out again.
Okay.
And try and, like, sneak around to a back window or something.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me a dexterity or a physical subterfuge check, and I will.
Well, that will be
find...
dexterity for me.
Yeah, and it's just force of habit.
I have any.
Okay. I gotta pull up
4
his
successes.
stats.
That's not too bad.
4 successes isn't bad at all.
Pretty good.
Okay. I roll. Okay, 2 successes. So, you are able to get up to a back window without being detected. Easy enough. On the inside, you see,
Cats?
actually surprisingly no, despite the one that's rocking around behind me.
That one's just in the forest. It's a
Yeah.
wildcat.
You see, I guess it's definitely the aspect of function over form, but it's the function that money buys type of thing. So
It's fancy function.
right. It's not gaudy. It's not over the top, but it's definitely the high end function aspects to it. Like it's nice furniture, but it's not decorative furniture. There doesn't seem to be much decoration in the house, other than
It's functional.
yeah, it's very functional. But that's what you see from the in the
Expensive
main room.
Spartan.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna look for what Leo told me about. If I don't see it, I'm gonna climb up the wall and look through the upper windows.
Okay.
I have the epic dexterity thing that lets me just run up walls.
Yeah. Let me take a look at your stats here real quick. You don't have any in one of the ones that I would sit there and take a look at you for. I'm gonna call for a mental integrity check. This is just kind of the general aspect of if I were this type of person, where would I put it? Is kind of what I was thinking.
Okay.
I would also would have
I
gone
don't
with
have any
empathy.
I don't have any specialties that help, but
I would have done empathy or culture, but it's like, that's not so great for Jody.
4.
Nice.
With 4 successes, you take a look upstairs because it's kind of like, okay, maybe this thing would have been
Maybe it's not like
hidden
maybe it's not a
upstairs.
front room sort of thing.
Right. And so you kind of take a look around. You don't see anything in the front room. You don't see anything on there. On your way back down from upstairs, you do see from the front room a door that looks to be going underground.
So like, damn it. Alright,
Secret tunnel.
time to
I'm
wait for him to go
going
outside.
deeper underground.
As you've taken a look around, you don't seem to see him there at all. I will note, I will tell you right now, it is a difficulty of 3 with a complication of 2 to actually break into this place.
I heard a challenge.
What kind of I guess it depends on how I want to get in.
Mhm.
Oh, I do need the stuff, so keen sense is hearing. Where is he?
Okay, go ahead and make for me insensitive hearing. It's gonna be weird, but I like weird. And it's a
Yeah,
good
plus
pool
1
for you.
enhancement because of the hearing.
Do an athletics mental check.
Okay. Okay, plus 1. 3 successes.
3 successes, okay. I'm gonna take a look at his stats again real quick. Okay. 7. As far as you can tell, you're not entirely sure where he's at.
Oh dear.
He might not even be in there, in the house at the moment.
Jacks the time is like, still gonna wonder where I am if I stay out here all night, so I'm going in.
Okay. Go ahead and make a physical athletics or physical subterfuge check. Again, it's difficulty 3 with a complication of 2.
Throw the things roll.
Physical and subterfuge or athletics, depending on how you're going in.
I have slightly better athletics, so I guess if I use athletics, I'm not allowed to use my stealth enhancement.
No, you can still use stealth.
Okay.
Because it'll still apply and you're still trying to be sneaky.
Really. 4 successes.
So you can get in, but it's not enough to buy off the complication unless you like to spend some momentum.
Go for it if you want to.
Yeah.
How much momentum can I have?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not hearing any.
Statistically, 3 would do it, but that's statistics.
Yeah, I don't trust. I don't.
Before.
Yeah, I don't trust statistics. So yeah, I'm gonna do
Let's go
4.
for 4.
I was right
Use
not to trust
statistics.
statistics. I was right not to
no!
trust statistics. Statistics
Okay.
betray me. On the plus side,
So-
we get some momentum back. Oh no.
Yeah. Nope. Oh no, because you passed the roll, you failed the
Yeah.
complication.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's fine.
getting into the house itself was easy enough. Doesn't seem to be anything you're just able to quickly move through, either open the window, break into, open the window, or you find a open little space in order for you to sit there and squeeze into, move past. Where the complication hits is about halfway down the stairs into the basement itself, where there seems to be a small trigger, kind of like a little tripwire type of thing, that you may have hit. And even with your exceptionally quick reflexes, there is a small knife-like thing that grazes above your forehead. So I need you to take this condition for me, please.
1 bruise.
Oh dear.
I think I sold the numbers out on the bruises, but I'll do that later.
You are able to make it down. And when you make it all the way down, what you see before you is
Jody does wrap like a piece of tissue around the injury to stop blood from dripping all over the place.
valid. It takes a while to actually get down to there. Much longer than a basic basement would be. And you eventually come into this big cavernous type of space. And you see a bunch of different things. You see a lot of equipment, actually. It looks like this person is either some kind of collector, or these are trophies of something.
Hmm.
But it's
Oh
a
my god,
big open
he's Batman.
space. Remember when I asked you if you wanted a pop culture reference or a historical
Batman!
Is it a giant penny?
one? We'll see. We'll see. But yes, I'm not gonna put too much on it. This person, when I was making them, was like, "Hold up, this is just Batman."
That's fine. I'm okay with stealing from Batman.
But across the large cavernous expanse, you do see those wraps that Leo had told you about.
Yeah. Okay. I just gotta get over there.
Mm-hmm.
Try and maintain stealth. I don't know if triggering that trap triggered any alarm, but I'm gonna act on the assumption that it hasn't until he shows up.
Yeah. You make it about halfway across the floor when a voice calls out from behind you. It's like, impressive, but you don't need to start stealing things. At least from what I can tell.
Jody just says, does freeze, but then just says, "What do you mean start?"
Well, that's a shame. It's not too late to change things. You're still young yet.
Yeah, but I also really need these to help my friends, so...
And asking was out of the question.
Yeah, you're scary.
Oh, I haven't even tried to be scary in some time. As he's speaking, the scent of... Let me pull it up. I gotta find the pins. Where is Keystrith? Or Red Ghost? I think I pinned it in his chat too. I did.
Okay.
Nice.
You smell the dry dust and sand, and you hear the sound of wind. Not like a cavernous wind like this would be, but the wind of outside type of thing. You
Sort of
also...
a dry deserty wind?
Yes. You also hear the sounds of murmuring of like a street, a busy street type of thing. So you needed to help your friends.
Yep.
Help them with what, if I might be so nosy?
Oh, just some... group, I guess, is the most, My brain completely blanked on what the diplomatic, the most diplomatic word. That wants to separate every divine related thing from humanity and therefore me from my family and my friends from theirs.
He starts walking across. He's giving you a very wide berth. Doesn't want to freak you out.
Well, I'm still in a defensive stance.
Mm-hmm. And he's moving slowly. Like it's the I'm not trying to attack you type of motion compared to other things. Compared to trying to put
The
you more
options
on
here
edge.
are I get the raps, I have to fight Batman, or I become Robin.
Maybe any combination of the two.
Yeah.
I was about to say
I could
half the
I could-
Robins went through all three of those steps.
I could fate find this guy.
You could fate bind Batman.
Just need to spend some money somehow.
Goes okay. You know what the funny thing is about protecting some people is sometimes you bite off a little more than you can chew, especially if you're working alone, which you're not. You said you got some friends that you're helping with. He approaches the display case and he opens it and he pulls them out. And he seems to be weighing them for a moment. I never got the full use out of these. Was a gift. I trust that you're in the right space, but I really can't abide sneaking into somebody's house to steal things. To get information, sure. Sometimes you need that and give it to the proper authorities, but to take things for personal
What makes
gain.
things more important than information? You said yourself you're not using them.
No. But you got me there. I'll give you that one. I think it's more that I'm not a fan of taking the easy way out.
I break into a place like this and you're saying that this is the easy way?
I'm scary. It was much harder to come talk to me, wasn't it?
True. But the much harder way would have been to face what I'm going to face without even trying.
You want to be prepared, and I can appreciate that. And he steps forward. He hasn't put them on.
Mm-hmm.
And he hands them out.
I would immediately take them. And so I'm gonna look at him and say, did you get all this stuff? Out of curiosity.
Some of it's trophies. Some of it is gifts. had a couple of partners that liked some of the things that we found, and eventually it just kind of became a habit. I don't know what they're up to these days. I've kind of retired from that after an accident.
Well, it seems like an expensive habit. I mean, maintaining all this stuff in a cave isn't. It's not exactly the best environment, is
No,
it?
but even with a lot of the charity aspects that I give into, there's I can afford at least a little bit in keeping this stuff pretty safe. I mean, you heard about this, and this is, from what I can tell, pretty strong in and of itself. It's better to keep it here than in the hands of the wrong people. I'm trusting you're not the wrong person, even though you broke into my home. He kind of smiles at that as if it's a joke.
Joey just shrugs one shoulder and says, "Well, I like to think I'm not the right people, but I guess it depends on who you ask." And then I will, if he's still offering them, take the things.
Go ahead and while you're taking them, go ahead and make an occult or medicine check. Mental.
I was gonna say, but
Nice.
can I
Awful
activate
checks.
light fingers?
This is to notice something.
What's
You
wrong?
can activate light fingered and try to take his stuff if you'd like.
No, I want to activate it to make sure I can take it without him smashing it away.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. This is easy enough for you on that one.
Yeah, what was the rolls again?
Medicine or occult, mental.
I have a die in one of those.
I was gonna say, this doesn't seem like your strong suit.
No! I'm not built for brain. 1.
With one success, the space where he was holding them seems to have gotten at least a first-degree burn.
Okay.
And because if I recall correctly, these are kind of like silvery in design and whatnot.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting.
if you want to come by and talk or practice, I'm still. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? In shape isn't necessarily about it.
Spry?
That'll work. Spry. Thank you, voice from the ether. I'm still
Alright, so
spry
gonna
enough to help out or to teach.
Joe's gonna wrap them around their hands and just say, "I promise I'll only do good with them."
That's all I can ask.
Can't
Let me show
promise the
you
same for can't promise the same for the rest of me, but you know, people fuck up sometimes.
that they do. Let's get you out of here. I'll guide you out. So his name, I'm just gonna roll one of the things on there so you can see it, is Timothy Wayne,
Uh-huh.
as he will introduce himself to you.
I'm just gonna add that to the list.
Yeah. I built him as a saint. He's a saint of the Netjeru. He is
Uh-huh.
currently in balance, which is why he did not go forward and start trying to beat your ass.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have any scale stuff, so we'll be on level anyway.
It could always
Beat
invoke a
your
title.
ass.
But yeah.
I love that. You're so lucky I'm totally imbalanced right now. Otherwise, I'd kick your ass.
But no. He'll just kind of tell you, he'll kind of try to steer it towards asking questions about you. If you don't answer, that's fine. He's just kind of
Jody
making conversation.
specifically doesn't answer questions about friends or family.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. But yeah. So, meanwhile, with the other people, as he's kind of escorting you out, there was a sense of extreme danger that faded very quickly regarding Jody, Andre.
Hmm.
Some of the things that I was going to do is that if it did get to a point where Andre bamfed in, it was be a conversation. Timothy Wayne donates to the orphanage. He does a lot of the different things. Like, he tells you some of the charity stuff that he does. That he's getting rid of a lot of his holdings. He's not a bad guy. He's still rich,
He's
and
rich, so he's at least a little bad.
yeah, he's a little mad, but he's
Look,
not.
I'm a
I don't
bad
make the
guy,
rules.
but I'm not a bad guy.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Zangief.
I don't make the rules. If you're rich, you're bad. That's just how it is.
But yeah, and he kindly escorts you out. You have an invitation to come back whenever you'd like. These days, he's mostly a homebody, but he does go out and check things on occasion. And he does not ask for your number, but he does give you his number.
Alright.
What a
How
weird
old is
dude.
this dude?
Maybe I can learn more about him later.
Yeah.
But for now, I need to get back to everyone else so we can all play.
Slowly becomes Robin.
And so, you make your way back to the Midnight Nook where everyone else is. Is there anything that everyone else is doing for the hour or two that this takes?
Can I just ask, when Andre felt that sense of danger, was he just like, I sense a disturbance in the force, basically?
I mean, Andre wouldn't have said that. He just sort of look up in the general direction of danger, then it stopped. It's like, I don't know how to pass that.
I love how the alarm for that isn't specified in any way, so you can kind of put your own flavor to it. For mine, I made it everybody had their own little soundtrack. So in my mind, Andre just started hearing like blaring music for like a second, and then just looked in the general direction of Jody.
I mean, I did already put Jody's theme song in our chat.
Oh no, you know what I just thought of? The Danger Bongos notification noise in Final Fantasy XIV. The dunk, 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 dunk. Or, you know what I just thought of, Ghost? Miles Morales' uncle Aaron,
Oh, the
his
Prowler scream!
auditor. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I'm sorry.
This is very silly.
Also,
I like it.
I'd like to take a brief aside to thank Artie for helping me make Timothy Wayne.
Yay!
I like Timothy Wayne.
Timothy Wayne!
Yeah.
Audie does know a lot about Batman.
He
I
knows
was
a
going to
lot
say,
about
this is a
DC.
big Batman
so-
reference, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a huge bet. So what I was going to do was my options were Saint or Dragon. And if it was going to be a dragon, I was going to base him off of a miniature Ao Guang. So that way it was a parallel to Sun Wukong's story that Jodo was doing. But since we picked Saint, and I started building a Saint, it got to a point where it was like, this is just, this really, the stuff that I picked for him, which I'm going to save for later, really felt like Batman. And so I went over to Artie and was like, hey, I need some stuff for his pools. Can you give me a hand with that? And Artie's like, this is what he kind of picks up in regards to that. And I was like,
He's
that's
very
cool.
smart, he's very, very charismatic, and he's very good at fighting.
Also,
he has
a
3
lot of
enhancement to
money.
CQC.
Yeah.
The best superpower.
But yeah, so I'd just like to thank Artie for helping me with that.
That's very
Thank
kind of
you,
him.
Artie.
I still get Artie's Lex Luthor video in my recommendations.
Very good video.
It's a very good video. I love seeing it.
I would
He
like to
definitely
ask.
doesn't get
oh,
terrified about how many views that thing has gotten.
Yeah, no, I get it. It can be
It is
very
it is
daunting, but he
terrifying
did
for
a
him.
very good job.
Yeah.
Especially because Lex Luthor is one of my favorite villains in comics.
I would like to ask: is the rest of the group? Are we all chilling together at the Midnight Nook, or had we all gone to our
That's-
respective places?
That's where you were when I left you, so I don't know.
That's
what
fair.
you guys-
That's
I would
That's
have
why I'm
stayed
asking
there.
the group.
I would probably have sent
I know
a
Vega would have.
I would probably have sent a message to Jenny, like, here's a quick overview of like all of the books that I think may be relevant to your work.
Here,
That
some
I currently
personal
have available.
recommendations.
Yeah. And some recommendations from my book club.
We're gonna start a Casimir book club, a Midnight Nook club.
Hmm. I need to find a way how to make mimosas.
Oh, it's that kind of book club.
I think it's that kind of.
Oh my gosh, just Vega and Casimir now pouring over mimosa recipes at the Midnight Nook.
Yeah. Carden, Andre, anything you guys are up to?
We are planning on going after this to the gym to meet Heracles, right?
Correct.
Time to get swole.
Did Jody tell us about how long they were thinking they would be?
No.
If they said I will be right back.
And it's been
Okay.
2 hours.
Listen,
I'm
right
sorry.
back means that it doesn't take an extended period of time, so as long as it doesn't take days, we're good.
Right back means today.
Fair enough.
I think
I have a
as long
very different sense of time.
Yep.
as long as it's not too far away, actually, I think Andre will run over and pre-scout the gym just to see where it is and what it looks like.
Which gym are you going to? Which gym do you want to go to?
Didn't we have a specific one in mind to find him?
No.
Oh.
Not that I'm aware of.
We have
I
a
know
list.
you know where Atlas's gym is. You know where Jandre probably had gyms before that.
Question: would it be a good idea to try and summon him in Atlas's gym?
They have history.
Would it be a good idea?
Yeah, they do. I don't think it would be a good idea.
A
Speaking of
chuckle.
Atlas's gym,
The
I didn't realize
player,
they had history.
They
the
do.
player in me is like, oh no, or the character in me is like, oh no, but the player's like, yes.
Yeah.
Atlas tricked Heracles into holding up the sky for a while.
Yeah.
He needed
Oh.
a break.
So it's not so much that Heracles will be upset; it's that Atlas will be upset.
Because Heracles tricked Atlas back into holding up the sky.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, I think it's all kind of balances out, but we're still not going to take him to that one.
All things
Okay.
in balance.
Probably better to not deal with that drama while we're trying to convince him to talk to us.
Mhm.
Also,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to set off alarm bells because Heracles is a dragon slayer.
Yeah,
That's
well,
fine. You're not a Hydra.
Fair enough.
I will look up where the closest gym that isn't Atlas's is at.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine it'd be too far away.
On the other side of the road.
It's down
No.
the street.
Now you say that he's not a Hydra. We haven't tested that theory yet.
He hasn't transformed.
Okay,
into
fine.
a Hydra.
Not a Hydra yet.
Funny enough, there is an ability I can get that does give me the ability to get more heads, and the transformed version of it permanently
you
gives
don't-
me another head.
Which
Oh,
you don't, which you don't
know,
have yet. You still do not have it yet.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Oh. Oh no. You can
I
get
was
the
gonna make
perfect
it
Zaphod
the
Beeblebrox cosplay.
I was gonna make the joke comment, but I'm gonna behave and not say the joke comment.
You can tell me later.
You can send it in a private message to him if you want.
I'll just put it in our
Yeah.
in our
Sure.
Yeah, do
chat
that.
Hmm.
for the OOC chat.
Yeah.
I think
There you go.
tonight's. Oh, that is delinquent and churlish,
That
and it is
is-
right up my alley. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The opposite is true.
Yeah, I think
Not
this is just gonna be a sit-in night for Carden because like there's not really
Okay.
any laid out goals for him
wanna
personally
go
or
get
a way for him
swole?
to contribute
You don't,
currently.
you don't want to go get swole at the gym?
No, listen, I work as a string bean.
And we're going to the gym later anyway.
Yeah.
You wanna taste test mimosas?
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
I am
So
deciding
you
on
wanna-
the kind
so-
of food at the moment.
Who's taste testing?
Hello.
Not Jody.
When Cass says deciding our type of fruit, they just hear from behind. Peaches.
Peaches.
If you
Did
have
the
a
lad say
hookup,
peaches?
Mm-hmm.
let me know.
I don't know if
So
we really
Carden's
want that
taste
many
testing.
drunk monk. I don't know
Yeah.
if we want that many drunk monkeys in the midnight.
Okay.
Nook.
I will offer, because there is, alcohol involved, a little little bucket or a little bowl to not have to do not have to swallow all of the examples or samples. Yes.
They're gonna swallow them all.
Do you choose to swallow?
The monkeys will.
Let me
Oh no, I
Let
do
me
not want to
check my-
get the monkeys drunk.
The monkeys spend most
Yeah,
of their
that'll be
time
fine.
drunk anyway. Don't worry.
That's the problem.
That'll be fine.
I think the funny part is there's no way to stop them.
I know.
They'll,
some-
they'll each take it in turns having a sip.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? I have some stats in resolve. Yeah, I'll swallow.
Okay. It would be a physical check, so that would be a. I'm gonna have you roll a defense check.
Oh.
Just defense.
It's not that strong of a drink.
It's not.
It really isn't. But keep in mind, I'm drinking a lot.
Yeah.
Doing
I just
taste testing.
imagine Andre and Jody come back to see Carden white girl wasted.
This is black girl wasted erasure.
Black girl wasted is like vastly different from white girl wasted.
Oh,
let's
it's
be
violent.
honest.
It's violent.
I was gonna say
All right.
I've seen white girl wasted. I am a
I
white girl.
don't. Yeah, I don't
Jody,
have.
Jody comes back, takes Carden's drink off him, tries a sip, and is like, "Yeah, I get it."
So no good?
No, it's good. That's why he's drunk.
That's
We'll see.
not really why I am making these.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have anything to help you with this.
No.
Uh-oh.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Have we already spent momentum this session?
Yes,
I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jody
okay.
did.
All right.
we've spent 4.
Yeah, you love when we spend momentum.
I tried
I
to
did.
defeat Batman's security, and it didn't work.
You are drunk. I love that I hear that as I see the chat box or the text box come up.
Yeah.
Provocations on nearly every action you take, especially those involving fine motor skills.
Oh no.
Hey, somebody,
That means that
somebody
it's
take
not
this from me.
strong. So it's only complication 1, since you were
Mhm.
swallowing.
So we learned that Carden is a lightweight.
Because what, you're wasted.
Okay. But yeah. So
Very-
there's that.
and very
And
skinny.
Andre said Andre said you wanted to scope out the place. Is it just taking a quick look around? Is it looking for anything
Yeah,
in
but-
particular?
Just seeing where it is, seeing the sort of people inside, making sure it'll be okay.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. Seems to be a general enough place. Nice, nice space. Lots of places to work out. It's mostly the type of module equipment, more so than like a lot of free weights or anything like that. But regardless, it is a gym, and it is something that you might be able to make work if you call him there. And you're able to get back when you see Jody's returned and Carden's a little tipsy.
He's just singing Shania Twain loudly. How many did he have to drink? One.
He had a few.
There were little sips, but they added on.
Natures.
Jody just like, I left for 5 minutes.
You left for 2.5.
Eh, 2.5 minutes?
No, I swear, the powers you guys are getting is insane. One Jody left, and then 4 of them came back. What are you doing?
Oh, I got the power to duplicate myself.
Dude,
you?
that's sick.
Uh-huh.
I can just turn into an alligator.
What about the dog?
What dog?
What's up, Doc?
Oh, hey, what's up with you?
What is up, dog?
Cardinal looks at the ceiling. They can fly now?
I believe there's an apartment up there.
Yes, it is mine.
Can for flavor, can Donovan just float up to the ceiling for a moment?
Oh.
I don't believe Donovan has the ability to fly.
God, I wish he
Alma
could.
doesn't either.
That'd be so funny.
I may have something for this.
Oh, no.
Are you ready for this?
I use transformation and imbue one legend to turn into an animal and give it flight.
Oh, amazing.
Specifically a bird's flight so it has wings.
Ah,
Just fly around for
there's 4 flying dogs now.
What? Yo, when did we get one of those?
I just imagine, what are those? Man, the fact that we're using our powers right now just to mess with Carden is just a really great bonding moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true. I'm not.
You are Carden.
Oh. Well, that changes things.
Jody lands and turns back. Like,
Was it
yeah,
at least
instead of acquiring a dog, I just decided to become one.
Hmm.
Was it at least a productive little adventure you had?
Yeah.
And you came back seemingly unscathed. I'm hoping, as she gives Jody a once over.
There is the slight cut above the eyebrow.
Oh yeah, I walked into a branch.
Do you want me to take care of
Insight
that for you?
check.
Social subterfuge versus mental integrity. Social subterfuge for
I-
Jody.
I can use my hide emotions / intentions thing.
Yeah.
And I have nothing in integrity.
Oh,
Walk into a
6
branch.
versus 1.
that's a hell of a branch.
Absolutely.
It was a very sharp branch.
Huh.
I have a question. If Jody would allow, can Vega use damage conversion to heal the
That's fine,
boo-boo?
you can do that.
Make me a medicine stat check. Mental or physical would work here.
Okay. You said mental or physical?
Yeah. You know what? No, it's just a bruise. Usually, the way that I sit there and use damage conversion is if there's more than one injury, yeah, but it's just downgrading a bruise. It's not that big of a deal.
Alrighty. So, she'll just brush her. I'll say, like, to flavor it, she just brushes her thumb over the boo boo and it go away. There you go, all better. And she ruffles Jody's hair.
Don't do that.
You're already like a little rapscallion.
Speaking of little rapscallions, I probably shouldn't have this on me right now. Puts gun on the table, rolls it forward. Put it
Oh, yeah, you
somewhere,
shouldn't.
don't tell me where.
Oh yeah, you shouldn't. Jody picks up the
Take it.
gun.
No.
What? The lads can hide it somewhere and you'll never find it.
That is the problem. I do not want the lads to have it.
Jody, I don't.
They'll be
It's not that I don't trust you
fine.
with the gun. It's more of I don't want the police to find you with the gun because I don't want you in trouble.
The police have found me with a lot worse.
That does
What?
not comfort us. Please give me the gun.
What did they
I
find
will
on
put
you?
it somewhere safe.
Card begins laughing.
I want to know what they found on you.
I do not want to know what they found on you.
You're great.
Did you have bombs?
Of what?
Bombs?
He's just gonna stare at you like, what do you think?
What are you, a cop?
What are you, a fed? By the way, out of character, I just gotta say, I got called a fed by Alvarez the other day because he asked me what flavor of Gatorade I like, and instead of saying red, I said fruit punch.
What? Why is
Only cops call Gatorades by the actual flavor. It was a Tumblr post.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I was sick. Okay? I was feeling awful.
So
It's
being
red.
sick,
Nice try, officer.
so being sick turns you into a cop. Interesting.
Shut up!
Funny how that works, isn't it?
All right.
It's like how when people forget to take their med, or they become racist on the internet.
Shit. Speaking of, I haven't taken my meds yet today.
I already
them.
took mine. So then I took a nap before session, so I wouldn't be groggy during session. I was
Also, I
smart.
just love the idea that the lads have slowly been stashing evidence around the Midnight Nook.
Oh no!
Also, Kamesy has taken her meds.
Excellent.
Good job,
Nice.
Kimsey.
I'm
Proud of
taking
you.
mine right now.
Way to go.
Yeah, Jody won't hide the evidence in the Midnight Nook. That's one of the places the cops will look.
That was,
I assume
I
that
don't know.
the
Maybe they
monkeys
went to
have the
Kame
secret-
House. Don't they think that's the second place we'd look?
Wow, the subtitles really mangled that last sentence of mine.
But anywho, so after you guys, so here's my question: do you want to help Cardin sober up before going and seeing Heracles, or do you just want to head over and see what it's going to be like?
Get some food in them.
Oh wait, was that not the night before? Was that now?
That's now.
That's
Oh. I have been working under a gross misassumption. Well, this is the rest of my day.
Gonna make you a sandwich and be like, here, eat something.
You know what's great for when you're drunk? Greasy food.
Yeah, but it's a bit big on carbs will like absorb shit more.
I'm gonna eat that sandwich.
Okay.
Do
Also,
not
I
eat
don't
the
know.
sandwich.
I don't know if Casimir has like a fryer or anything.
No.
Casimir does have
I
access to
imagine Kaz
copious
has
amounts of
a
coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine Kaz has, if anything, a panini press.
I absolutely have a panini press.
I'm
Like-
smart.
I would
well,
say that if between getting carbs, because there's a lot of carb-heavy foods in there for the cafe-related things,
Yep.
mostly pastries. There's carb-heavy foods. There's coffee.
Sandwich stuff.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff there that the condition is resolved before you
Yeah.
guys go. It is easy enough. It's more why I was asking. It's tipsy. It's not quite drunk. It's drunk enough for the condition, because conditions are fun. But yeah.
Mm.
So
Oh.
you guys are
And
able-
resolving them gives you more tension.
Wait,
Yeah.
we're in the middle of Belgium. I'm gonna
Yes.
get a couple pretzels.
Sure.
Pretzels is what you associate with Belgium?
Interesting.
Waffles is what I associate with Belgium.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there's also that, but like we're this close to Germany.
How close are we to Germany?
Still like several, like hundreds
Yeah,
of kilometers.
It's quite a distance.
Listen, I got my gluten, all right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Ghost is not the best, apparently, at geography.
Although the waffles were mentioned, so Jody's gonna grab some stroop waffles on the way.
Listen, what am I?
Waffle!
Yeah.
What am I? A geometry professor?
It's geology.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Please tell me you caught it, John.
No, yeah, I know.
Okay.
That was intentional.
The closest place you can get.
Geology. Never mind. You guys make it. Go ahead.
We're going.
You can
Jim.
get from Brussels to the border of Germany in about an hour and a half drive.
Well, they took my flying whale.
It is
so that's
it is
not happening.
slightly less than 100 miles away.
Now, see, if
Not
I
too bad.
wanted something carb heavy, I'd just get a cinnamon roll.
Oh, yeah. So,
But Vega already has something super sweet. Ew.
but yeah.
Gross.
What kind of sweet?
Super, apparently.
It's magically enhanced.
Casimir is now worried that, like, where is Vega getting her confectionery? What?
From the
Oh
from
no,
the
she's
type
seeing
2
another baker.
Oh no!
from the type 2 it's from the type 2 diabetes shop.
Oh my
yes.
The diabetes.
Also, now I am getting more and more like that.
I'm type 1, I
mistaking
can say it.
things. That I'm taking like I'm mistaking things. Vega was like flirting there, right?
No.
Well, I was out of
No.
character, but Vega would have been like, Vega would be like, see, I'd want to get a pastry, but I already have a sweet treat right beside me. As she like loops her arm around Kaz's.
Ugh, sips coffee aggressively.
Did you raise attention because of that?
No, I did not raise attention because of that.
Okay.
I raised
It
attention
was because of someone's
drunkenness
drunk
was-
ass.
Hello.
I see.
Someone got undrunk, so
Someone got undrunk.
I sobered up, so things are more dangerous for us now.
yep.
But yeah,
Congrats,
so
your
you
drunk ass
guys-
got us tension.
You guys are able to make your way over to the gym.
Making my way downtown.
Nice.
There's only a couple of guys in there at the moment. It seems to be not quite so much bodybuilders. As I said, there's less free weights there, and it's more just kind of people building strength for personal health reasons type of thing. More of a chain type of gym, more so than.
Are there any gym bros there?
Not here, no.
Cool.
Not at this time of day either.
Wonder if they have any spinning classes.
Sure.
Hell yeah. Totally would sign up.
Sign up sheets for yoga class.
Hot yoga! Let's go!
Not that
Goat
hot
yoga.
yoga.
No,
It's pretty
like time where
chilly.
you sweat.
Lukewarm yoga.
Yeah.
Casimir,
Muscle
Method
temper.
yoga.
sometimes I forget you are one of my favorite people.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Maybe
Method
they
yoga.
have goat yoga. Have you ever seen
No,
goat yoga?
that's a specific thing.
Oh.
But yeah. So you guys are there. How would you guys like to try to summon Heracles?
What were the things we were told would work again?
The general aspect.
Being as strong as possible,
Mm-hmm.
Looks at
and
Andre.
something else.
Andre, try
So-
to deadlift something really heavy.
Andre could lift one of the machines.
I was about to say, like, single-handedly.
No, he'd need both hands.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
if I went in with scale and I can lift the building, I think.
Holy Jesus, off the
What?
foundation?
I
What
think.
scale would you be able to get if you went all in? You
I think
probably
3.
could.
I think I can get to
Yeah.
3 scale all in, not
I
counting size.
And I can get
so
one now.
The size of the space would probably, so it'd still be a roll to lift an entire building with its foundations and everything, even at 3 scale, but it would be a much easier roll
Okay.
than
So yeah. But also, lifting a building involves significant property damage, which is a bad thing.
Yeah.
that would be
But-
collateral going up.
And it's,
Also, I don't think-
still
I don't
middle
think-
of Brussels, so...
I don't think breaking the gym would help to get Heracles here. He'd be probably upset by that.
Oh, he'd get here. He'd just be pissed about it.
Well, good thing I got the hand wraps.
Okay.
Maybe
So
the strongest
Heracles
thing is uplifting your bros.
Whoa, dude.
Um, so the general aspect is wherever strength is, that is where Heracles is. So I think it was kind of the Hestia gave the suggestion of a gym, as that is where a collection of strength would be.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So genuine question.
yes.
If we all started working out, would that help our chances?
You know what? Here's what we're going to do with it. We are going to do milestone-related things. We are going to take a look at everyone can make either a social or physical plus athletics roll. We are going to have just a basic, just getting the attention of a god. I'll say each person has to get a minimum of 2 successes to reach a milestone, and we're doing 5 milestones in order to get Heracles to get here.
Okay.
I think that
I like
sounds more
that.
fun than just kind of putting
It
a
was
bunch of
only
people.
athletics?
Athletics and physical or social.
Hmm.
Now I'm curious to see what everybody's doing.
Don't worry, we have Andre in the group.
Yeah, you got Andre and you got Jody.
Yeah.
I have 0 in athletics, so I'm not certain. what-
Same.
I'm willing to
Who-
listen to other suggestions, but athletics would be what I would go for acts of strength.
I am a bit curious as to why the option. I'm not complaining. I am curious as to why the option of physical or social was put there.
Physical is to do pure strength, social is to try to convince Heracles.
Oh, fair enough.
Could I, instead
Just
of...
flexing in the mirror, being like, "Come on, show up."
Come on, you want to see
Come
his
on.
gains?
Come on, do something.
I would want to try and see if I could maybe... What's the word? Using, like, the chalk, the chalk powder, start, like, writing Greek symbols on the...
I want to try to academics your way into...
I want to try the academics or occult this
Nerd
thing.
it up.
To assist-
academics your way into summoning the god of strength.
To assist the others who are obviously doing very well.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to, if you guys want to assist on things, we can sit there and do that. It'll be I'll change the successes amount needed for it, but yeah,
Mhm.
people can assist instead.
Oh,
4
Nice.
successes from Card, good job.
very well done.
Part of my brain is like, is there any way I could use survival or medicine?
You can use
I
medicine.
will.
I'll allow medicine.
I'm gonna
cool.
imbue a legend and also gain scale and might.
The strongest.
Okay.
Can I use my specialty
What?
persuading individuals?
What?
Yeah, go for it.
3 successes on the occult check.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ow.
Okay. So, Jody,
Right,
you
my
have
scale
3.
didn't help.
I got 4.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
That helps.
So we have 4,
oh,
2, 4, 1, 2, and then we have
I
10.
Jody just
Don't
gets
worry, we got Jody. Jody rolls
Jody just-
0.
Jody just. I said, don't worry, we got Andre, not me.
I said, don't worry. You also got Jody.
Uh,
That was me.
Jody gets distracted and just ends up just watching everyone else.
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever seen that many successes in a single roll.
Yes, you have.
I have? Okay.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of
Andre is
successes
just
with that.
carrying the whole group literally on his arms. Just like,
Sorry, go ahead.
wow. I just imagine it's like Hercules training montage
it's,
musical number.
It's got the weights. Jody's sitting on one side and a bunch of the lads are on the other
Heck yeah.
in a pyramid.
Yeah.
I dare Hercules to try not to come here.
So,
You're just having
from
a good
behind
time.
you,
Mhm.
Andre, you do hear some clapping. It's like, very impressive. Very impressive. Hello there.
Jody, not paying attention, joins in with the clapping.
Alright,
Andre
nice.
will put down the weights and the Jody and the lads.
The lads scatter.
Those of you that smell divine things do sense the olives and the like that you are familiar with from this individual.
Mhm.
That's interesting. I can't find good music for this. That's a shame.
Just play the instrumental version of the Phil song from Hercules.
That's copyrighted.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll just you know what? I'll go back to what I started with on that one. Even though it's totally thematically dissonant with what's going on. That's fine. Yes, hello there. So, signs like that are usually people trying to garner attention. And I did hear from the grapevine that you guys are looking for me, so here I am. At least as much as I can be. I'm Heracles. Nice to meet you. He holds out a hand to everyone.
Andre will shake it and then introduce him. I'm Andrew. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Before
It's a very
shaking,
strong, firm handshake, but not strong enough to hurt.
I was about to say, if Cardin shakes, he just hears a snap.
No, that's to everyone. He is very good
Okay.
at controlling his strength.
Fair enough.
He makes
before
it
shaking
like
my... Oh, go ahead.
he modulates his strength depending on how strong you are.
Mm-hmm.
Before I shake Heracles' hand, I will clean my hands because they were still, with all the
Powder
talcum
job.
powder.
He'll
That's actually
smirk at
grip.
that a little bit. Take your hand.
Mhm.
All right. So, to what do I owe the pleasure of seeing such a fine contest of strength?
I remember rightly, wasn't he in some group with a philosopher doing something similar to the Deicide
Imhotep?
Compact?
Yeah, it was supposedly he and Imhotep, who is a Netjeru god, were had a philosophy about godly aspects that was similar but different to that of the Deicide Compact.
I guess that's a good place to start. Well, we heard similarly over the grapevine from our side that you and a friend of yours are setting up some of your own group, and I would at least like to start by understanding your perspective, what it's all about.
He nods. He pauses for a moment and goes and sits on one of the benches. How familiar are you with my story? And above game or out of game, people can, or in character.
Jody has seen the Disney movie.
That
That is
I
it.
know.
Harding
know
played God of War.
I know he had to bed a lot of ladies at one point.
I did not know about that. I've
That
heard
was
of
one of
the.
his. That was one of his trials.
I heard of the trials. I didn't realize that was one of the trials. I remember the lion, the stables,
The Hydra.
the Hydra.
Yeah,
Funny enough, the at least in Dragon, the Hydra isn't the dragon in that happenstance. It's the lion and the snake.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Pretty positive that there was like a trial where he had to bed a bunch of women.
Oh, I believe you wholeheartedly. I refuse to believe that wasn't one of them. What was it? Not Tat. What do they call them? The Seven Labors?
Yeah, the
Well,
labors of Hercules.
Yeah,
It's the 10 labors.
10
Or
Labors. Thank you.
I thought it was 12s.
It's 10.
And then
I'm
there
also
was
very
like,
sleepy.
yeah, fair. He had to like swim to the bottom of like a lake or something and retrieve some armor. I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm very bad at Greek mythology.
as you guys kind of share some things, he kind of nods for a little bit and he goes, "So, that's great. I'm glad that that's what people are focusing on. But I was more referring to the rage.
Oh, you mean the rage where you killed your wife?
Yes,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
wife,
That's
my
your child.
Drops that.
my
Jody's like, hey,
I
I know I'm blunt, but maybe that's a bit much.
You see, I was ignoring that part considering I thought you might not want to think about that part too much. It might be a little bit of a touchy subject. But if you're all
there
for
was
it,
also yeeting, I think that's what the kids say, my good friend Iphitus over the city walls.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Wasn't the madness caused by was it Hera? Or was it somebody else?
no,
Would
it
it be
was Harry.
why would your own mother? I can't remember why.
Because dad, right?
Yeah. In short, to not
Heracles.
get too
Because Hera isn't his mother.
yeah,
Oh, that's
Hera's not mom.
right.
And what Umotep and I sat there and took a look at was instances of individuals such as ourselves, specifically, like aspects of, for me, it was being filled with that rage and acting like that in regards to those people. Towards people that I loved, towards people that I cared about, and realizing that sometimes divinity in its forms, when it's that strong or that detached, ends up hurting a lot of people. And
Understandable.
I don't think I really don't think that those people deserve to get hurt because of a jealous god.
And I get that, I really do, but I don't know if the solution is just cutting both sides off from each other forever, like some other group we've met wants to do.
What do you mean cutting both sides off?
So there's these guys called
Mhm.
the Deicide Combat. You may have heard of them. I don't know how like well known they are, but their goal is to make it so that the divine and the mortal never ever interact again in any way. From what we can tell.
I feel like there's different groups of inside the compact. Some just want to split people up, and some just want to put an end to gods in totality.
Yeah, that's the vibe I was picking up. We've definitely met extremists that want to do away with divinity in entirety.
Yeah, but I'm going for the I'm gonna say less controversial opinion that they have, because like that's the one that is probably shared by more of them.
Hmm.
Fair.
Good luck destroying divinity to the more extremists, is all I have to say to that.
Yeah, but cutting one side off from the other forever does seem more achievable, and that's a concern for us because we have family on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. It's not a decision that we easily came to. And it's not like we want to cut off things completely. It's more putting a buffer in between places. Because again, if someone and he kind of looks around for a little bit, if someone that strong was able to influence you to a point of killing the family on this side, it's definitely not things that people enjoy living with. It's I don't really know how to phrase it in a way that might be more explanatory. I'm more of the heart behind it. Emotep's the one that is the thinker, the philosopher.
Is there any way that we could you could help us get a meeting with him so we could talk with him and get an understanding?
I don't entirely know if... I mean, I can try, I can do what I can, but it sounds like, at least at the moment, because of your guys' personal stakes, that I don't know how much that we can sit here and explain it
And
for it to become more palatable.
and also, like, to me, essentially punishing someone for potentially being a threat is not a good thing.
It's less trying to punish, say, you for the potential of being a threat, and it's more trying to keep the aspects of what could cause that threat.
Are
It's
you trying to say
Preventing
you're
a threat
putting
to ever come into existence.
closer to that.
Hmm.
it's putting up a safeguard in sense?
May
if
I
it-
ask,
Yeah, but it's
Mhm.
still like people's lives we're talking about here.
May I ask, you mentioned a buffer.
Yes.
Practically speaking, how are you planning on accomplishing this?
Oh. That's what we're figuring out at this particular moment.
You are in the planning stages.
We know certain beings like us are able to spin off into their own collections or their own individualities. And so what we're trying to do is to become that buffer, become that space in divine parts, if that may, or in between. But it's making sure that we have a collection of people to oversee a lot of that. It's part of the reason why I'm open with talking about it, at least to people who seem to be genuinely curious. Kind of shrugs his shoulders a little bit, looking a little pleading.
I mean, I won't deny that I empathize with your wish for this, and I can understand where you're coming from. You don't want to see another tragedy like the one you went through yourself.
Right.
You just want to protect people from the same pain that you went through. And it's an honorable reasoning. And
Oh, go ahead.
I want to ask with this for an end goal in mind, do you intend then for those, like, we'll say, since I'm assuming you have a feeling for those with divine connection, like such as us, that we wouldn't be able to communicate with those that we have that connection with because of this buffer?
It might be a little more difficult, but it's not like we want to cut off or destroy things in its entirety.
Okay.
It does give me some worry. You wish to prevent a tragedy like yours from occurring. I understand this. But in trying to prevent that, do you then not perpetrate tragedies of breaking connection with others?
Eventually, at some point, we have to decide what's more terrifying in these instances.
Well,
Someone
gives you the
who
right to make that decision.
I have experienced things on both sides, and it's why we're trying to sit there and get a lot of other influences and other individuals. That's what I'm looking for. Experiences. What gives someone up there the right to sit there and influence somebody's emotions to a point where they kill all of their loved ones? What gives anyone the right to do anything if we're going to sit there and ask about rights?
It sounds like collective punishment.
Punishing who?
The people that are connected to the divinities and the divinities who are connected to people. you rightfully say that the gods who inflicted this tragedy upon you had not the right to do so. But then do you have the right to decide for everyone what will happen next?
Especially a lot of people who won't be in that situation. Because not everyone goes through the same things.
No, they don't.
In some degree, doesn't that make you similar to Hera in that you're forcing your hand upon other people?
Yes, I'm forcing my hand to a point where people are murdering their loved ones. That is a beautiful parallel and excellent comparison.
That's not what she said, and you know it.
No, I'm just sitting here being told that oh yes, it is completely and utterly empathizable for you to sit there and want to do this, and yet it's wrong because of the connections to the divine. As if I haven't explained before that I'm not severing connections.
You say you're going to make it more difficult.
I'm saying that it would be more difficult.
You look at the rest of the group, see if there's anything that anyone else wishes to say.
It feels to some degree that this is because you have unresolved
It's not
issues.
just me. Should I speak for everyone that has ever suffered an atrocity or a sin by the gods? Should I speak and list all of them for you? Will that make you happy? Will that make you understand the atrocities that they continuously commit on the aspects of other people?
Is it all of them
Some
that
of them
want
that
this?
we've approached people, and there's a common line through a lot of them.
Do the gods and connected beings also help and do beneficial things? I don't mean to downplay what happened, but I was trying to think more in the aspect of every society, whether with power or without, has the good and the bad. It's to separate them out. I don't know whether it would overall be a benefit.
It sounds like you think that I'm going to cut off everything from the world and send it into a chaotic state.
I
No.
don't fully know what what the act you'll do will cause, I suppose, is true.
I think there is something that I should apologize for in this case. We are not necessarily arguing against you, Hercules. What we are dealing with is a group of extremists who do have that intention of cutting off the divinity and mortality. For us to project that upon you, that is our fault. That is our mistake, and I honestly wish to apologize for it. You are maybe the person that we've been able to discuss this with that is the closest to that mindset, that mentality, that can understand that mentality and have empathy or sympathy for it. For us to then project that upon you, again, is our bad.
As the kids call it, our bad.
What I wish to say, what I'm trying to do in this conversation here, is to figure out how far someone would go, what it is they would want to accomplish, how it is they would want to accomplish this, and see if there is a possibility of common ground. And while there is much evil in this world, the perpetrators of said evil, the perpetrators of said harm, should be held accountable. I am simply worried that if they are not to be able to be held accountable, that responsibility, that justice is then used to condemn an entire group, an entire set of people. This is my worry. I hope you understand where I'm coming from.
I do. And this is not a decision that me and the other individuals I've been working with has come too lightly. We've had a lot of time to think and talk about it. As for the problem with your extremists, I don't know how they would manage it. I know how we're thinking of managing it, which is to spin off into a collection of our own and try to see if we can influence things that way. It's very metaphysical, very tough to explain.
Mm-hmm.
But that will take time. While I appreciate your concern, and while I understand where it's coming from, I don't know if, until you guys have similar experiences, that you guys would understand. Now your sympathy is appreciated. Is there any other questions or comments that you guys would have for me?
Jody is desperately resisting the urge to say, "Have you tried therapy?"
Trust me.
That is all. And he gets up and walks out. Okay.
And this is gone. Joe is just like frustrated grumble. I hate arguing with people. I'm so bad at it.
I'm just glad that we did not have a fight on our hands.
Also, don't think we
Suddenly, Heracles comes back in with a steel chair. No, I'm kidding.
Heracles with a steel chair!
Also, don't think we really learned anything useful.
Different
We learned that
perspectives are
there's
always
another group
useful.
that has that opinion in a different
Yeah,
direction.
we already knew that.
Yeah, but now we know why.
Now we know it for sure. We don't have it secondhand.
We have learned about the existence of a moderate sect of extremists.
Moderate extremists.
Moderate extremists.
Yeah, Jody just stays at Cass like, what?
They're
Man,
not
I don't
as
know if
bad.
Man, I've been in casual extremism for a while now. I think I'm gonna go to ranked.
Competitive extremism.
Yeah.
Not comparative.
I mean, kind of.
I mean, we are comparing it, yes.
We are literally comparing a form of extremism. But yeah.
I was very close to just shouting, irrational!
I tried. He has rage as one of his purviews.
I
so-
know.
Oh
yeah,
dear.
no, Heracles.
Rage is a purview?
Passion rage, specifically.
Mm,
Yeah, no, Heracles.
You got some
Yeesh.
problems.
Oh yeah.
uh-huh.
The players resisting the urge to just talk about how messed up the Greek pantheon seems to be.
Oh no.
Jody's gonna go around to every single god and be like, have you tried therapy?
Meanwhile, Vega's like, at least my god stays just up in her place, just minding her own business.
Hashtag
in
not
her
my
lane.
god.
Up in her lane, flourishing. Unbothered.
I cannot comment.
I was about to say, Jody gets to the Orisha. You know, we did, and they took that from us too.
But
Mm,
can you, like, try it again? It's not like you can just never have it again, right?
Oh no!
That would take shit back.
Oh, don't! Oh god! That's how the Loa got started, and they
Yeah.
will fight you for that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Oh boy.
I'm not saying that Jody's making good decisions.
Yeah, no.
In fact, most of their decisions are bad.
Like getting in an argument with Heracles
And stealing from Batman.
and stealing from. You forgot that. That's how we started.
Yep.
And stealing from Batman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
SMH my head.
Anyway, I'm once again completely devoid of any ideas for what is the next thing to do.
I mean, it sounds like we're back at square one.
Yeah.
Scary square.
I believe we have now talked to all the... talked to all the people that the Dayside Compact had on their radar as far as we could tell. You
Yeah.
seem to have had done your errands, Jody.
Well done.
Yes, now we discuss travel to China?
Was that a thing?
The reason why you guys wanted
to
to travel to China was to talk to Meng Po, who probably is going to give you, from what Jody found, the same type of story that Heracles gave you.
Yeah.
Except
but
more
due
angry.
to but due to the mandate of heaven.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
the cosmos dictates that this must happen.
Someone
Well-
signed a form and suddenly bad things happened.
Yeah.
Listen, I wish we could do something about it, but you don't understand. The man filled out Form 8A
The paperwork was there.
in triplicate. He had all the signatures and the stamps. Nothing I can do.
Yeah, Jody has to stamp a bunch of those things whenever they want to get Legend back.
That has to be the worst way to get.
Yeah.
Anytime I want to use my powers, I
I
gotta do
use my
paperwork.
superpowers, I either have to fate bind someone or do a bunch of paperwork.
Wonderful.
I just remember trauma.
Hmm.
Okay. Is there anything that anyone would like to do, though? Whether that's personal research, getting things, taking a look into things. I can sum up some stuff, depending on what it is that people are looking to do.
I mean,
Well, if we have just completely open time in a completely unrelated direction, Andre will continue building his building.
Absolutely.
fair enough. I mean, like, out of character. I mean, do we have a plan of action? I mean, where do we go from here?
Yeah, good question.
Kind of out of threads to pull.
Yeah, we've kind of been very reactive, so our choice is either to be proactive and find something to do, or just wait around until something to do just drops itself in front of us.
You do have addresses of people who work for the Deicide Compact, and you do know what some of their plans ultimately will be.
I'm not.
Time to start assassinating.
I'm not participating in breaking and entering again without supervision.
Without
Hello, I'm supervision.
Don't
No, you're not.
worry.
No, you're
Arden,
super
you're
smell.
always supervised while Andre exists.
No, I'm super hearing.
You're superhero, never mind. So for Casimir, I think his idea would be to see if there is any like figure out like the Deicide Compact's practical steps for their plans. See how we can disrupt or sabotage that. And I think, at least Casimir hopes, it will involve a lot of study.
Okay.
I think. I mean, we don't know how the Deicide Compact feels about dragons, right? I've been very sure to not bring that up.
They have taken a
Hmm.
look at a dragon's aspect when he's manifested his abilities and associated that with Scion type abilities.
Well,
They do
they
not
might-
know
they-
necessarily a difference.
Yeah, they
You
might
do
not
know.
know it's a dragon, they just know it's superpowers and we don't like it.
okay. Well, there goes my through line.
No, go for it. Say it. What's up?
I just wanted to see if there was some way we could make dragons also hate them.
Hate the Deicide Compact?
Yeah.
That's a way to sit there and take a look at some things if you'd like to.
Alright, things for later.
We can also try and build out contacts within the divinity that are
I was gonna
not
go hang
directly
out
associated.
I was gonna go hang out at the speakeasy and make more friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like make more contacts
Be well
outside
liked in the community.
outside of our like own patrons and stuff. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Make some friends. Look into
Yeah.
some other types of espionage. Do some research.
That sounds like a good idea.
Build
Yeah.
a building. Okay. So, Casimir, we'll go ahead and start with you on that one then.
Okay.
So you want to head back and do some research?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make for me an occult mental check
Okay.
as you head back to the Nook.
Yeah, in the Nook, I will use that as giving me enhancement 2.
Yeah, go for it.
8 successes. Gesundheit.
I think there's a through line that you guys have all kind of captured onto with aspects of hypocrisy. Whether that's becoming a buffer between divinity and the aspects of Heracles, or whether that's the aspect of with the conversation with Mark that the other individuals told you about, where if Mark gets to that level or gets to that ability, will Mark put himself on the chopping block or get on the other side of the barrier type of thing. And as you kind of sit there and take a look into things, in order to... There are 2 ways that kind of come to mind is some kind of strong enough magical field to try to separate or to separate them. And the general problem with that is a lot of the abilities or powers seem to be divine in nature, even if there's no direct ties to divinity in and of itself. Like,
There's a lot of people that are like just denizens who aren't actually related to gods.
yeah. And then there's the aspect of sorceress power and where that comes from. Sorceress power comes from divine relics. Sorceress power comes from divine patronage or mimicking the aspects of the divine. There is another power, but it is very strict in how it affects your living styles type of thing for those types of sources. So it's less the general aspect of outlay. So for them to do that, they're pulling on the very thing that they are against. 9 times out of 10. The other way, and this is because you had 8 successes, the only true way to kill gods is to commit genocide. And when I say genocide, I don't mean just like deicide. I mean like you have to, as you're kind of sitting there,
who worships them
not even worships,
or knows about them.
who knows their deeds.
Oh god, everyone who's watched a Disney movie is fucked.
And even if you're able to commit enough divine wounds in order to hurt somebody, Cronus died. Cronus is also on a eternity-long vacation in Elysium because he lost, and he's, you know what? I'm fine with that type of thing. He came back. And as long as those deeds are known, a lot of gods can keep coming back. There's a tickle in your brain about, what's his face? Not Jesse. The Scion of Cernunnos. Is it James?
Yes.
Dynamite.
And the other is Meowth.
That's right.
Oh no, I have to open another. I have to open a vault. Shit. I closed my vault.
Thank you, Michi.
Session notes. Yes, Mr. Hunter. That kind of tickles your brain in regards to him when they say that like even gods can come back after death, type of thing.
Hmm.
And so, at least when it comes to the Deicide Compact, those are the two major instances that kind of come to mind. Is they'll either not truly be able to get rid of divinity, or they have to destroy so many things that there wouldn't necessarily be a point to it. There is something that kind of tickles your mind in that, then.
Hmm.
That there might be something or someone else behind the scenes there that might be using the Deicide Compact as a front with 8 successes.
Yeah, we smelled it.
Can
It smelled
yeah,
weird.
it did smell weird.
Mm-hmm.
With this, how logical a leap would it be to think that the destruction of divinity may not be the actual goal, but it is the destruction of humanity that someone is looking for?
Looking for more insight into that, you don't get that feeling.
Because when you mention like the only true way to kill a god is like
Committing
genocide of people and knowledge, it's like my connection was like, well, if that is the means of doing so, maybe the means is also the goal, because it is such a
Go ahead and roll for me an integrity or empathy check.
okay. At least I have empathy. I am in the nuke. Does that still give me announcement 2 or
I think it's enhancement 2 to 1 action. So.
1 action? Okay, yeah. 4 successes anyway.
Yay.
It's very, very tough to understand because, like, you're right. If that is the way to sit there and go about it, destruction of humanity might be, like, that'd be a way to reset a board.
Mm-hmm.
And then try to sit there and get things in its own form, in its own right. But if it was destruction of humanity and it was something powerful enough, like a god, that'd destroy it too.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not destruction that's the goal. But that is the most that I can give you on 4 successes with this, whatever this guy is.
Okay.
Okay. Andre, you're sitting there and working on a building. What are you doing to work on your building this time?
Let's see, I think I made the foundations last time, so now I have to it'd be the frame next, I believe.
Yeah. And how would you like to go about that?
Probably by well, I'd like to be able to take advantage of using this knack I bought to do large-scale construction with relative ease.
Nice.
Okay. So you go and you get your you get the things, and then rather than sitting there and hiring like forklifts and other things between your strength and the rest of it, you're just putting up the frame, and if you have help, it's to put the stuff together as you're holding it together type of thing, more or less. Okay.
Someone else that hit things with a hammer while you're holding stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can get behind that. Okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and count that as another milestone.
Thanks.
Yeah. What else did we have to do?
I'm making friends.
Yeah. Go ahead and just make a general persuasion or leadership check.
I'm gonna use leadership.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm also I get a persuade groups thing, so I know I'm talking to groups of people.
Yeah.
Persuade them to be my friend.
Yeah.
I'm also going to imbue one legend to use Celestial Promotion to give myself the title Everyone's Best Friend.
Okay. And that
I'll
should
get
give
+2.
enhancement on that. Yeah.
It gives me +2. Okay, so leadership and social and specialty and enhancement. 6.
Big successes.
I feel really compelled to be Jodi's friend.
I think everyone feels.
It
Me
only
too,
stops
strangely
when
enough.
I remove the legend, so I can just keep it on for a while.
Forced friendship.
I think you've kind of expanded. Like you made a lot of friends last time,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the aspect about it's kind of expanded to maybe some of the people who are giving you more of the cold shoulder. Not so much big leadership people, because like a lot of those people were people who were kind of unsure about Scions, and you kind of sitting there and pulling a lot of social stuff kind of reinforces some of that. But some of the goons type of thing, of like the organized aspects of these, for lack of a better term, criminals.
Yeah.
They like some of the goons are coming up and having a good time, rubbing shoulders with you. So what I want you to do with 6 successes as you've done this, you're not going to get any skills for it, but I want you to add the path, Denizen's best friend.
Okay.
Oh,
And so, generally speaking, you have an additional path that you can tap procession for those different types of aspects.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you any skills, but it gives you everything else related to a path.
nice.
Cool.
Okay,
It's on my list.
excellent. Vega, what are you up to?
That is a good question. What
You
am I
can
up to?
choose to help somebody if you'd like to. Like if
Would
you wanted to
any-
help Casimir or anything like that.
Would anybody like Vega's help?
I mean, yes, naturally.
No. Okay. Well, then I guess I guess Vega can help Casimir because he would very much appreciate her help.
Okay. Would you like to make that empathy social check from earlier then?
I would be more than happy to, because I think I have 3 points in empathy, so it'd be good.
Yeah.
An extra one, yes.
I'm trying to see if any of my specialties would help with that role.
Let me take a look at your specialties. Vega. Traits,
Delilah.
etiquette, mystic rituals, persuading.
Delilah.
Yeah, she woke up.
Hey, hello, Delilah. What's it like
I'm
there
going
in
to
New York City?
allow. We're on the other
Gosh.
side of the country from there. I'm going to allow mystic rituals to apply, and you might see why depending on what
I roll.
you roll.
Baby girl, you are blocking my screen. Your butt is literally covering up. I almost used herbal treatments instead.
It doesn't
Just-
matter. It'd still give you the enhancement on the roll. I wouldn't just say.
I got 4 successes.
4 successes, you get the same thing that Casimir did.
Can I use momentum?
Absolutely. How much momentum would you like to use?
Do you guys mind if I use 3?
I don't think I
Yeah.
mind. I think you
Take
could
a bunch.
use more. Given the...
You can use more.
Okay, I'll use 4 then. Do I just put 4 dice and then hit roll?
Yes.
1 success.
Hey, total.
With 5 successes, a lot of talk of divinity. You don't get the clearest picture. But what happens is you remember the talk with Heracles, and he mentioned a buffer
Mm-hmm.
between the divine and the mortal.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What if the resentment that's being built is designed to be, well, you guys already know that. I'm trying to 5 successes is a lot, but at the same time this guy is very crafty.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to figure out how much information to give without giving it away.
I understand.
I think he has not mommy issues.
Here's the general idea, right? If everything had to go through, like, there's thousands of gods out there right now, right? I think there's like
Mhm.
probably hundreds published in Scion itself, much less the thousands
And
that aren't
there's-
published for other
There's
reasons.
all the minor gods in the celestial bureaucracy alone would fill up a fucking tome.
Mm-hmm. Of the minor kami, each individual blade of grass of the Theoi having a god, etc. Having to deal with a lot of those individuals, if you wanted to do something, say, influence your aspects, would be very difficult on its own. Like, what's a good way to put it? It's kind of a game of numbers. Dealing with 8 beings is a lot easier than dealing with thousands of beings.
Mm-hmm.
And so you kind of get the idea that maybe it's not necessarily looking at genocide of humanity. But if a buffer can be put into place, if there's enough resentment to create something out of it, or to get people to be split on the idea of gods and the idea of fate, and that buffer can be put into place, one guy out of, say, 8, 10, 12 could influence a whole lot more than one guy among thousands.
So possibly a means of gaining more control.
Or power in and of itself.
Could be taking advantage of Hercules in that sense and using his good faith to use him as a means to an end. Which is very possible. In my opinion. Because dude's got his heart in the right place, in my opinion. I understand. Gods suck.
Mhm.
I
You can.
understand him, yeah.
God suck, yeah, but like, so do
I think
humans.
even Hecate would
Sometimes.
agree.
Yeah, but gods can suck on, like, gods, and humans can... Never mind. That phrasing was,
Were you gonna make a
That's
dirty
nice.
joke?
No, I
Oh,
was not
okay.
intending to.
They cut it short to avoid that.
I mean, considering the amount of power a small number of humans can have on a large amount of humans in our current society,
Mhm.
it's really not that different.
Mhm.
Okay. Carden, what
There's
are you up
more
to?
than meets
Oh.
the eye.
There
Sorry.
is. Much more than meets the eye. You're fine. Carden, what are you up to?
I don't really know. It's really nothing for me to do. Just
You like
gotta.
more mimosas.
Wanna
Just-
come make friends with me?
Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
Go for it. Make a leadership or persuasion social check.
Oh, I'm bad at both those things.
Don't worry, I can at least get you not thrown out. The manager's my best friend now.
Nice.
Alright, 4 successes isn't too bad. 7 dice ain't that bad. It's a statistical average of 2 successes.
Never tell me the statistics.
The statistics are lies.
Yeah, no. Part of me wants to give you the path, that one guy that hangs around the other dude, but no. Yeah, no, you're
Bargain
able.
receives the path the hanger on.
The wingman.
It's easy enough for you to sit there and make friends. You didn't necessarily make a bunch of friends last time, so some of the goons are kind of avoiding you in comparison to Jody. Actually, I don't think you've been in the speakeasy itself.
I have never been in the speakeasy.
So it's a nice place, pretty guarded, all things
You
considered.
learn some names.
Move around. Yeah, you learn some names. You start getting the hang of things.
You come across as a not enemy individual.
I am indeed not a cop.
You smell
They're not
coffee
picturing
juice.
you.
No, you're a landlord.
Yeah, you are a landlord. You picked that, by the way. I had nothing to do with that.
Look, you can
Jody's just like, he's a landlord. He's on thin fucking ice.
you can
Like,
sell your property.
I could literally give you the title landlord if I wanted.
I can't though. I have nobody who wants it.
Wait, do you have renters?
It's literally only a bargaining chip, and I have no one to bargain with.
Uh-huh.
Do you have renters?
Just fly over the island, just dropping paperwork over the edge.
You got to tell me who you like, what you want to bargain with, and I can make people sit there and do that. But I got to know what you want to bargain for.
I don't want anything. Nobody has anything I want yet.
What do you want?
Go to Heracles. I'll give you this whole floating island if you don't do the buffer.
To succeed on a stealth roll without help.
Okay, what do you want narratively?
I think Ghost
I'm
is
gonna get back to you on that.
Okay. Because I can't help you mechanically. The dice are going to do what the dice are going to do. All right. I think, and I know it's been pretty short, but I think that we've got some new information from Heracles and from Vega and Casimir doing some research. And there is some stuff that I would like to talk about after session to try to see if we can get some stuff going forward. So I know it's a little early, but I think it's a good point to call it here as people are making friends and doing research and fixing some stuff up. So I have been the Game Master Alvarez, with me playing the maybe turning over a new leaf, maybe just becoming Robin, who knows, Jody. I've had Keestreth.
I mean, depending on the Robin, it could very much be the same leaf.
Yeah.
Very fair.
Please don't be the Robin that gets, like, kind of murdered by Joker.
It wasn't
I'm gonna-
kind of
no,
murder.
no.
Oh, it wasn't
no.
kinda. It wasn't kinda. He is dead.
No, he isn't. He's Jason Todd. He's still around. He's Red Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to be brought back from death. It wasn't kind of dead.
Yeah.
Blah,
no,
blah, something
if,
something
if, Jo-
Lazarus spit.
if Jody is any one of the Robins, then Nightwing.
The one with the really nice butt?
Yes. It's just harder to see because the tail.
The one who canonically gets the most.
With me playing the ever flirtatious Vega, I've had Michinha.
She didn't flirt that much today. I mean, she did
Okay.
call Kaz a sweet treat, but that's because he's so sweet.
Yay.
That's just-
You can ratchet up that tension for one.
Bump up the tension.
Yeah.
Alright.
Bump up the jam. She would have given him a kiss on the cheek, too.
Oh. Yeah, that's that one tension.
Is the tension going up by 2?
No, that's the one tension.
It's just one. Playing the studious Casimir, I've had another.
I do not like talking to gods. They are capricious and wily.
Mhm.
This is understandable.
Playing that one guy card, I've had Red Ghost.
I'm a roadie.
I just imagine you're like, and me, I've been here the whole time.
And me, I've been here the whole time.
Sam Dalton Rush.
And playing the, I'm going to use the word fastidious Andre. I've had Robo Pirate.
I don't know what that word means.
Attention to detail.
Ah.
I mean, you're building an entire building, you're gonna need it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have to build it up to code in Brussels, yeah.
And we'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye now.
Take care, everybody. And with that, I would like to thank all of you for being here and watching our little game. Thank you so much. We are to our butt deep in mystery, and I am very excited to see where this is actually going because I have no idea what this whole situation is. I'm gonna put some TWRP on. Thank you all so much for being here, and I think this month Sunbury, good friend of the stream Sunbury, is raising funds for the Organization for Autism Research. This is a organization that Sun has vetted, and I kind of trust Sunbury in doing so. And me being autistic, Sunbury being autistic, I kind of like the idea of supporting this kind of charity. And so I think it would be good to go and say hoy. She is currently playing Stardew Valley with a crowd control. I am so tired. I hope that wasn't too clear during the game. I think she's currently Sun is currently growing a Venusaur. He's an EP friend. Yes, very much so. Tomorrow, I would like to stream a little bit more. So why am I down so much? I should be here. Yeah, there we go. Tomorrow I would like to stream a little bit more. I have been playing a lot of Monster Hunter Rise, and I think it would be fun to show that to everyone. So, I will be streaming either 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Current time, so that is Central European summer time. And I hope to see you there for a couple of hunts. I think I'm going to start a new save or stream to kind of like show the game, show a little bit of the story as well, and get through that. And with that said, I'm going to start a raid here. Barry. You can copy one of these messages so you can join me in the raid. I see that Gender Meowster, or Ray of Swords, had just raided in. So we're going to join a lot of fun friends. And with that, I hope you all have a lovely time. And I hope to see you tomorrow. I have been Nether, I am Nether, and I will be Nether for at least some time. And have a good time. I appreciate all of you. Take care. Bye-bye. no raid on Sunbury. I think she's going to end stream soon. So let's see other channels that we can go into. I do apologize for this. We could. There's a lot of stuff. I think this is a bit of a bigger channel, but Cake Jumper is currently playing Pokemon Platinum. It's okay, Kamesy. We can forget about that sometimes. Cake Jumper. And no. Air target not found. I mistyped. Whoops. Raid Cake Jumper. There we go. Raid has been created. With that said, again, hope you all have a good time. Take care now. Bye-bye.